Taylor Fritz managed to get his first ever win over Carlos Alcaraz at the Laver Cup this year. Fritz beat a frustrated Alcaraz to secure vital points for Team World and get his first win over the world number one on his fourth attempt. Although it is often debated how important the Laver Cup is to players, Fritz ranked this one above his Indian Wells victory. This was not the only match that the American number one won, with Fritz playing a vital role in Team World regaining the Laver Cup. Steve Flink praises Taylor Fritz for what he did differently against Carlos Alcaraz at the Laver Cup. In their 3 previous meetings before their Laver Cup meeting, Fritz had only won one set against Alcaraz at Wimbledon earlier this year. Fritz still had belief that he could beat Alcaraz, and he showed that on the Laver Cup courts in San Francisco. When reflecting on this match on the latest episode of the Courtside with Bylinson Tennis Show, Tennis Hall of Famer journalist Steve Flink spoke about how Fritz was able to not only serve well, but also compete with Alcaraz from the back of the court. Steve Fritz also commented afterwards. They asked him to compare it to beating Rafa Nadal in the final of Indian Wells a couple of years back, said Flink. He was more satisfied with this because he thought he took hold of the match more, and I could see why he feels that way, because both he and Rafa were playing injured that day. Both were struggling with things, and it wasn't the highest quality. It was just a great competitive effort. This time the standard was, because it wasn't just a serve where he didn't get broken, where he escaped from 15 to 40 in that first game and was untouchable on serve the rest of the way, but he was more than holding his own from the backcourt with Carlos. He was getting that first strike in. He had Carlos on his heels. That's not easy to do. It's the first time I've ever seen him do that to Carlos for an extended period of 2 sets like that in any of their matches.